Our character trait for April is adaptability. Adaptability means being able to adapt. Thumb up if you know what that means, thumb sideways if you're not sure. It's a word that's used a lot to describe animals. I bet you've learned about some animals that adapt to their environment, right? To adapt means to adjust to new conditions. In other words, you are able to change if your situation changes. Nod your head if your life has changed in the past few weeks. You might remember me looking something like this, or this, or this. Now I look a little more like this. I have adapted to my new environment by acquiring a very comfortable uniform. But in all seriousness, I've adapted in a lot of other ways, and I bet you have too. Today, I'll read you a story about a reptile who's very good at adapting. A Color of His Own by Leo Leone. Parrots are green, goldfish are red, elephants are gray, pigs are pink. All animals have a color of their own, except for chameleons. They change color wherever they go. On lemons, they are yellow. In the heather, they are purple. And on a tiger, they are striped like tigers. One day, a chameleon who was sitting on a tiger's tail said to himself, "If I remain on a leaf, I shall be green forever, and so I too will have a color of my own." With this thought, he cheerfully climbed onto the greenest leaf. But in autumn, the leaf turned yellow, and so did the chameleon. Later, the leaf turned red, and the chameleon turned red too. And then the winter winds blew the leaf from the branch, and with it, the chameleon. The chameleon was black in the long winter nights. But when spring came, he walked out into the green grass, and there he met another chameleon. He told his sad story. "Won't we ever have a color of our own?" he asked. "I'm afraid not," said the other chameleon, who was older and wiser. "But," he added, "why don't we stay together? We will still change color wherever we go, but you and I will always be alike." And so they remained side by side. They were green together, and purple, and yellow, and red with white polka dots, and they lived happily ever after. Think about all the chameleon-like adapting you've done in the last few weeks. Maybe you used to be yellow, and now you're purple with pink stripes. Next week, we'll talk about all the adaptations that you've made.